Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Altcoin Buzz Trading. My name is Randy. Today we're going to be discussing the market to come, starting with Bitcoin's rally that's happening here. We're also going to look at Ethereum and Thorchain, following some of the coins that we've been discussing about a potential rally, which has now kind of come to fruition. So let's get to it. BTC yesterday with a beautiful Sunday move, one that doesn't happen all the time, but it's good when a Sunday rally happens because it's catching a lot of people off guard. So we had a trading plan here with an entry at about the, right there at about the 27,289, if I can grab it right there. And we had a potential profit target, which we're still working on, appeared about the 30,000 level. This market is pretty good. We are bouncing. We are having a little rally, but it's probably just going to be a little rally. It probably won't be something that gets us past the 31,000 level. I'm actually reminded of a couple other times in Bitcoin's history when we had some interesting rallies. So let me take you to those times. The first one is over here. I have some heavily marked up charts because I do charting all the time. Inverted head and shoulders pattern on BTC right here. There's a shoulder, there's a head, there's a shoulder. You have a neckline break and a beautiful rally to come. This was just before COVID. Had nothing to do with COVID. COVID was kind of a spur of the moment thing, had a couple of week lead in, but other than that, this was a nice rally, very well formulated on technical analysis, worked really well, did what it was supposed to do. A little bit more, but not much more, and then did die quickly. This one may have that same fate, and then giving another, kind of supporting evidence to my case here for a potential shorter term rally is another little inverted head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, with a nice little rally here that also stalled out very quickly. One thing they all have in common is the volume as we go up. This volume is actually not bad, but it wasn't extravagant by any stretch of the imagination. Neither was this other one over here. So you can see right there. So there's our rally. We get up a little bit of volume, but in context, nothing stands out to you, does it? It's not like this volume over here on the drop and after the drop subsequently. So that's what we're stuck with here at the moment, in my opinion. And I'm thinking that we have a nice rally here. We do maybe what we're supposed to do. Now, I didn't really draw a measured move on BTC, but we can maybe draw a measured move and see where we get, which actually is a little bit under my target. So this is at 29,969, and I threw my target up here to this prior high at 30,170. So I think we're going to continue rallying. We'll have a couple of stagnant days here and there, but overall, this is kind of what we were hoping would happen, since we pretty much didn't go lower here, didn't go lower here, and if you don't go down, you go up in the markets. And so that's where we're at. So good move for BTC. I think this is going to continue throughout the week. If we get a pullback, you can probably buy the first pullback. Probably can't buy the second one though. I guess it depends how high we get on this first one before it pulls back. Next up is Ethereum, which we also had as an inverted head. This one is an inverted head and shoulders. We do have a target on this one up here at about the 1817 level. This one working very nicely. We're about a little bit over halfway through that. If you remember, I say that a 75% is a hit. And so if we take a move from here up to here, 75% puts us here to the 1772 level. That would be a hit on this one. Now, a full-blown measured move definitely could happen. This is a pretty good market environment for that, so I don't want to sell a short here, but that's just what the market usually does. Get you to about 75% before rolling over in a non-bullish environment. This one's fairly bullish, so I think we may get there. But on the same token, as we just went through with Bitcoin, take a look at the volume. Not even just one day's volume, but the general volume here on Ethereum. It's not really standing out to you, is it? Because it's not standout volume. It's actually volume within the general trend. So this is likely just a counter move that will probably come up here, maybe hit our target, maybe even surpass it a little bit. ETH was a nice little leading token there on the way up here. But you can see a couple of things at play here. Number one, I have this larger orange box at play, which still plenty of room to go in that if it really wants to get going. If we really want to have an attempt, we can move up to here, which would be amazing. Other than that, we have a declining trend line here that stalls us out. But in the bigger picture, once again, you can see there's a lot going on here, and this is just one leg in the story. So nothing to get too excited about. If you got it, that's fantastic. Stay with it. No issues there. but nothing to get super excited about. Although this is really one of the first moves we've had in a while, so it's easy to get excitable when you haven't had anything to get excited about. And then following up on Thorchain. So here's another one also. This one a little bit different, actually. I was going to say also, but no, this one's different. The volume in Thorchain is a little bit excitable. Look at this volume. This is going all the way back to the dinosaur ages, and that's good volume. Hard to argue with that. We had some nice bottom buys over here before a nice rally. Here, quite a bit of volume with not a lot of price progress. That's a little disturbing. But over here is different. We had the volume, and I'm walking through the full trade on purpose because this is different. You have nice volume here. We pop up, we stall out, and now we're increasing our volume again as of yesterday. Let's see what today brings. So far, a pretty good candle. Is Thorchain going to take its place among the leaders in crypto? Maybe. It's possible with volume like this. It is possible. So 1981 is our current trade. Keep in mind we already had one trade work on this. Now we've had several trades not work already on this channel because keep in mind it's a garbage choppy market. Just is what it is. But Thorchain has been, there's a couple of ones, actually a couple of ones we talked about that have worked. Let me rephrase that. Give myself a little bit of credit where credit's due. But there's been quite a few stop outs. This one's not one of them. We had an entry down here. So you'd be well profitable in this token right now, holding from our early entry up about 22%, which probably would have made up for any stop losses that you had already. Fortunately, the market got a little bit bullish here on us, and volume on the breakout yesterday was pretty good. Average, it was double average volume. That is a full-blown big boy breakout on this name. I can probably get rid of a couple of these trend lines for you as of right now, as things are just kind of really busy on the chart. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is a beautiful chart. And it's working. So they don't always work. This one worked. If you're patient and stayed with it, congratulations. Patience works. And that's about all I got. And I think Rune's probably going to continue going up here too. Now the BTC pairs in this market are really struggling. While Bitcoin is strong, which it is strong the past couple of days, while Bitcoin is strong, the altcoins struggle to keep up pace with Bitcoin versus Bitcoin on those BTC pairs. And so what that's going to do is if you have any BTC pairs, you're probably just going to languish for a while, because while Bitcoin's rallying against the dollar, it's hard for alts to rally against BTC. Some can do it, but not to the extent that you would expect, because if Bitcoin's going up 5% and your coin's going up 10%, you've only made 5% versus Bitcoin, which is a nice compounding effect, but psychologically, it's hard to deal with. So keep that in mind if you have some BTC pairs. You could be kind of suffering from a little bit of that dichotomy in the market when you work against BTC. At the same token, we talked a while ago, I think a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, about shorting Bitcoin pairs. And unless you shorted a really strong coin, which you shouldn't have, like we discussed, you're probably doing okay in this environment, even as Bitcoin's rallying, because that coin also suffering, still making money on the short side on those. Anyway. That's all I got for you guys. Good start to the week. We'll see what the rest of the week brings, and we do have some targets up here, so hopefully we start making those moves up there a little bit more. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Altcoin Buzz Trading. Have a great day.